Thanks for joining us here on these amazing adventures here today. We're doing something special. This time, it's really cool. We're doing most analogues under a blacklight. Guinness Book of World Records. Oh yeah. So, let's take a look here. First, this is normal lighting. And as you can see, normal lighting looks pretty good. It's not too bad. But here shortly, you're about to see exactly what they look like without normal lighting. Okay, so the first time ever having the most analog consoles under a blacklight, I must say, it has set a Guinness Book of World Records because nobody has done it. That's right. So, obviously, the white analog is not here. It's upstairs, and I wouldn't say that using that is really worth it anyways, because white just kind of looks pretty basic anyways. And the Jungle Edition Analog 3D, well, it's going to be staying sealed in a box, unless if there's some sort of competition around here. Now, let's take a look and see. So, obviously, we have the red, which doesn't look all that amazing. But obviously, the ones that really look amazing is right here, obviously. So, let's just take a look at this. So, I've got a normal aftermarket controller here for Nintendo. And obviously, it looks pretty awesome. Yeah. All right. Now, this is your Ghost. Now I see why they call it Ghost. Because it literally looks like you can't even tell under a blacklight. It like almost blends in, you know. Completely ghosts out. And there's really nothing that stands out with it. That's what the bottom looks like under blacklight. I have some high voltage black lights running here, so this looks really cool. So this is really the best looking one. This is the extreme green, as you can see. But the bottom looks totally different. Yeah, way different. In fact, I don't even know what color the bottom of that thing's supposed to be. Yeah, it's really hard to tell, isn't it? So, the extreme green looks really awesome. And as you can see, the analog right there. Yeah, the analog. So, looks really cool, really well done. Now, the gold back here doesn't look very good at all, as you can see. So, it just, looks more like a machine, gunmetal kind of color. It just reflects the light. So that's all that really does. Now, the Grape, I was kind of hoping the Grape would do something. And I was really looking forward to the Grape. The Grape controller, well, it just kind of, ultraviolet light just kind of, it doesn't do much. I was surprised. I thought it was going to do a lot more. And here is the Grape console. And it just kind of looks almost like blue. Now, what's really strange is what the camera is picking up versus my eyes. So this right here looks kind of purple. And on the screen, it's looking kind of blue. So I'm wondering, what is going on here? Underneath the light, this does have more of a bluish purple, and then these buttons here look dark. So these buttons actually look dark. The camera cannot pick it up. You can kind of see it here. It's dark. So I find this kind of interesting. Depending upon what colors you're really using, this Grape purple one actually, this is completely misrepresented in the video. This does not look blue. This is purplish looking. So, depends. I guess our eyes are a different color tune. Maybe there's a setting change on the camera, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I'm not, camera pro around here. But as you can see, the watermelon red looks really good. It's just, not as great as, obviously, the extreme green that looks like it's glowing in the dark, which is really cool. So, yeah, this really does look pretty cool, though. But, when you're looking at it with your own eyes, it does look better, okay? So, obviously, the black console looks black, and there's nothing to really say there. But let's take a look here. So this red one, this watermelon one, looks pretty cool. These buttons kind of highlight, and they kind of bring up a highlighting shade whenever you highlight it. It's really cool. It looks better in person than what it does on the camera. So I'm actually surrounded by 4 ultra bright UV lights in here. So they're huge ones. So they're probably like 100 watts each. So I can't leave them on too long. So, you know, your power bill is going to be high. But the bottom here is, it looks different. See, this kind of looks like a purplish red in real life versus what you're seeing there, which almost kind of looks blue. And I don't think the camera can actually pick it up properly. And no matter what camera you use, it's still going to do the same thing, you know? So let's take a look here. Let's see what we got. So this controller looks badass. I really love it. Obviously, you can tell that the actual joystick here is really darkened up. So the controller looks fabulous, though, under the black light, you know. So it does kind of stand out, you know, as far as that goes. So let's take a look at the actual console that looks pretty damn cool. Now this console here, I would say, would probably be one of the next leader up in being coolness. Check this thing out. In the black light, it looks really good, okay? No kidding. Real black light, real look. Looks fabulous. I love it. Yes. Yes. Can we see the analog in there? Boy, oh boy. Takes that camera a little bit to focus, doesn't it? So the bottom of this, okay, your eyes are going to see this as purple. This looks more purple. You can almost kind of see it as I move it out. That's what it looks like to my eyes. But when I bring it in, it kind of brings a bluish look. That could be because the lights are very bright lights. And the closer you are to them, the more blue you might see. These lights are about 1 foot above my head. And they're strung from the ceiling. So, pretty cool. So yeah, as you can see, the purple color of the bottom of this. Now the bottom of this is not purple, just so you know. Pretty cool, huh? I thought this was an amazing thing to do a video on, to kind of show you what they look like under a black light. We are waiting for the Ghost controller to show up. We're waiting for the Extreme Green controller to show up. It's been a few weeks. We'll see. And maybe we'll do some more, you know, showing. Was going to wait, but I can't wait. I think it's really awesome. I mean, I just had to show this green one. And to be honest with you, I just couldn't wait. Could you wait? This thing is so cool looking. Ah, man, look at that. So the bottom of this looks kind of gray. So that's really what the bottom looks like, is gray. In the black light. It's kind of like a gray. So this thing is really unbelievable. It's really the showstopper. It is the centerpiece. That's why I put it in the center. So the most analogues under a black light with their corresponding controllers, I didn't bother to whip out the gold controller because, let's be honest, it just looks like the console. So there's, you know, it's kind of like putting the black controller out. Should I, That's why I tried to show you the white controller just looks pretty much the same as anything white. So, obviously you can tell that, the coolest, brightest ones in this situation are the orange and the green, and then the Ghost. So the Ghost looks really cool. I'm really surprised. The Ghost kind of looks almost whitish. It looks more ghost-like in the black light. And for some reason, because of the color of this console, you really can't pick it up on this recording, which I'm really kind of not happy about. Because I can see this detail, and it looks amazing. And because of the color of it, the camera, I mean, this is a high-end camera, so I'm going to try using my other camera to see, and I'll add that clip in with this clip here to show you the difference between two high-end cameras, And maybe there's a color setting. I don't know, but I can definitely see this as being, it's more white in real life. So the camera's not really picking it up, okay? So there's probably different ways to go about this, but I'm going to record that and show you. So like I said, okay, so like I was saying, this ghost here is really strange. As you can tell, it doesn't look right. So when I look at this, this looks kind of pinkish purple, this bottom, and you don't see that at all in the video. In fact, you can't even see the bottom. So that's really strange. So let's see what the other camera does. And then, as you can tell, these look really cool. So we're going to do some more blacklight videos and test out some stuff. But this is really strange. I don't understand why the camera's not picking this up. It almost looks white. Jeez. It does look white. What the heck? As you can tell, this is purple. This looks purple to me with my eyes right now. This, like a purplish pink. That is crazy. Anyways, thank you guys for joining us here today. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Subscribe. Dun dun dun.
Click on Zombie Apocalypse.